Double of everything, 2 of everything.
Oh snap.
It's a good way to chop a finger off. My name is Joe Tarasco. I'm the Associate Director of Operations for Marta.
And I'm Lena Ciardullo. I'm the Executive Chef.
My name's Douglas Kim, owner chef at Jeju Noodle Bar.
I'm Jane Peang, the CDC at Jeju Noodle Bar.
People doesn't know what CDC means.
Okay, I'm the chef de cuisine. I kind of run the show.
Also known as head chef.
Yes. And we're here to look at food videos and react to them.
This was the most unrealistic food movie I've seen.
She has good posture.
She's also just very done up.
Okay.
Oh, that's like a lawsuit right there.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
Okay, I've never seen that.
You're gonna be in the newspaper next day.
That's pretty impressive.
Was she supposed to be a chef?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's crazy. I don't know how you reach that point, that breaking point.
There's just a lot of bravado that's been given to the idea of being a chef, but no person would ever react like that.
You never know. I bet there's been some pretty good mic drops.
That was a little extreme. Sometimes we get a guest like that, but then I don't actually directly go to the table. At the end of the day, we're not in front of house people.
One time, somebody accused us of putting butter in a dish that we didn't put butter in. I actually did feel compelled and go out to the dining room. I don't think they really cared, but
No,
it
they
made me feel
absolutely
good.
didn't. Yeah.
But I did it much more politely than that.
Dinner was
I
always
saw
a big
this
thing.
movie, I don't remember
You know
the
what? I
scene.
watched this like 5
Pasta, of
billion.
course, and then we had a meat or a fish.
I actually thought that's how you actually, the only way to cut garlic growing up.
He had this wonderful system for doing
I really don't know if that's sound, but I love it.
And he used to slice it so thin that it used to liquefy in the pan with just a little oil.
The garlic?
It's hardcore,
Yeah.
but I like that. If I saw somebody doing that, I'd be like, damn.
Really, really thin garlic, yeah, for the most part, it'll dissipate. I don't know if it'll liquefy necessarily.
Depends on the oil, how heat is
The olive oil, the
Yeah.
canola oil. Oh, I seen this on
See everything,
Facebook. Yeah,
crazy.
I was like, damn.
All right, I like that. Some gizzard.
Oh snap.
This is very food porny.
That's real chef.
I want to
No,
cook
that's
like
just
that.
the real chef is doing it.
Yeah,
Oh.
looks good.
What time is lunch?
That's it. I want to watch the whole thing.
I've never seen that movie, but I'm gonna watch it now.
That was a cool scene.
That's legit. Even
like-
I cannot do
yeah.
that.
Technique was very sound. Everything looked awesome.
Asian cooking?
It's still like old school. Like,
You need so much dedication. You wash your rice for 3 years before you can talk to me. Things like that. I learned that way.
You're a cook. You're a chef.
Oh, I have
This
seen
is
this
what you've
movie.
been
Yeah.
cooking for years, and it works. And either you cook the menu that our customers have come to.
You want me to cook the same food?
The same
The
exact.
same food that he ripped apart?
Somewhat of the chef dilemma is like cooking comes from a place of passion, it comes from the heart, it comes from who you are, and you want to express that, but at the same time, you still need to ensure that you're cooking to the overall experience that people expect from the restaurant.
I kind of understand both sides of it, aspect of it. At the end of the day, it's, name of the game is business. I mean, you can be the great chef in the world, but if there's no customer, then
so it's like a balancing.
yeah, what are you?
This is my favorite part.
This is like genuinely good technique being applied here,
Yeah.
as far as from a garnishing perspective.
Too bad that's not what my home kitchen looks like.
Food looks delicious. It definitely look like some professional chef helped on the menu.
That's my favorite chef movie.
The relationship between him and his cooks, I think, is true of like what you'd like to think of a great chef.
How many women do you see in this kitchen?
Well,
It's not like you, is it?
Because I am the toughest cook in this kitchen. What is this? Keep your station clear. What will happen? Messy station, slow fix
I do that every day.
Me too.
Yeah, we do that every day to our cooks. What is this?
Clean.
Station clear,
Yes.
or I will kill you. Always return to this
So
position.
weak.
Cook smooth, fast, sharp utensils, hot metal.
can't
Keep
empathize
your
with
arms in. You will minimize cuts and burns and keep your sleeves clean.
So whoever advice on those information is a professional chef.
Seeing someone really like kind of focus on all of the behind the scenes.
This I never, but it makes sense.
But I would love to make like every new cook in a kitchen watch that.
If your station is dirty, that means that your brain's dirty.
Paying attention to every detail makes you better at paying attention to details, period, and it'll make you a better chef.
She basically became every female line cook ever's idol.
I remember like when I was like starting, I was the only female. These people look down on you.
The things lean now is almost like, does it have to be such an aggressive environment?
I mean, it's still hard. You always got to prove yourself as a woman in the kitchen. But now at Jeju, like I'm the
Yeah.
like do what I say.
I added some spices.
It's Helen Mirren, right?
Sauce. Coriander, garnish and freshness.
But why change a recipe that is 200 years old?
Because, madam, maybe 200 years is long enough.
So he changed it because he said it's too old.
I get that.
But it's a fun dance that they do.
Turning that super traditional dish, taking that and turning it into something very new.
That's what we try to do. We try to take Korean dishes, which has been for a long time, and we spin it with our own way. It becomes personal. There's so many great versions out there. How can you be better?
At the end of the day, like it's about creating delicious, beautiful food.
As long as you keep your mind open and you know, are willing to try it.
You might like it better.
Bradley Cooper's just a little too famous for me to picture being a chef.
He's a good actor, huh?
Yeah.
He looked like a real.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Weinstein.
You are looking at that all the time, yeah? You have eyes on it the whole time, so you get the pass.
Yes,
Yeah? Look at me.
This is the intense level that you're actually working in a kitchen. I felt the intenseness. I was into it a little bit.
They make it feel like so much battle for each
Well, that
thing.
was a little dramatic.
Yeah.
That's real.
Like that kind of, I've heard stories. That was your history. You worked in like that kind of kitchens a lot.
He looked nice and beat up. That's common. No one looks their best in the kitchen. 12 plus 14-hour days, 5-6 days a week, physical labor, hot, uncomfortable conditions.
I mean, I used to work like that. I respect that. People paying like $600, $500 meals, that's your reputation, and you know, you only get it one shot. It's not fun, but it's rewarding sometimes.
Being in the food world these days is kind of like a celebrity, but behind all of that is a really tough life.
It definitely takes a lot of dedication and, you know,
Yeah.
sweat and tears.
But you should still do it because if you have a passion for it, there's nothing more rewarding than doing what you love.
We'll show you
Yeah, we'll show you.
what's going on.
Enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride. Bumpy ride.